Hi friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Anna and today we're going to talk about main data specialties, how to become that specialist, what is the difference among them, how to switch from one to another specialty. So if you're interested in unlocking the secrets of data career, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel and continue watching this video up to the very end. And of course, I will start with data analyst because I am data analyst. So data analyst is a profession who works with a large amount of data to help company to make more informed decision. Data analysts make process of collecting, processing, manipulating of data using statistical methods to uncover some data patterns, trends, and insights that can inform business strategy and improve the process of decision making. Data analysts use a variety of tools like databases, programming languages, Python, R, of course SQL. By the way, it's also important for a data analyst to know some visualization tool or visualization library if you use Python, for example, because you are, as a data analyst, usually show your results, data insights to someone who is not so familiar with data as you are. So you need to use visualization techniques like, for example, Matplotlib library or some Tableau or Power BI, whatever you are able to use to show the data and make the process of understanding your data easier. As you know, our world is super data driven. It makes data analysts one of the crucial roles for companies, startups, or organizations. I should say that the tasks of data analysts can vary depending on the industry and the specific of your organization. Of course, there are some general tasks like data collecting and cleaning. For example, you need to collect the data from different sources like databases, open sources, some CSVs or whatever, clean this data. Of course, then you are processing data analysis using some statistical methods, programming languages like Python or SQL. Then we have data modeling in case you need to build some mathematical model to improve decision-making process. And of course, data visualization. It's not like always data visualization, it's more about explaining your results and data reporting if it's needed in your organization. But yeah, usually one data analyst who is working like 2-3 years in one company, he or she goes to like senior level position to another company, and it takes a while to understand how to do this or that because that company has totally different specific and totally different tasks. Of course, you as a data analyst should know all these tools and stuff like Python, R, SQL. You should know how to analyze data, how to see these patterns, insights, but still the tasks are totally different and sometimes takes even several months for senior level positions to understand how and what to do. Practical examples of data analyst tasks, as I say, depends on the industry. But for example, let's say you are working as a data analyst in game developer company. In that case, you would have such tasks as, for example, create and analyze A/B tests to understand whether, for example, unlocking the map after 15th level will increase users' retention rate or the key metrics. Or for example, you're working for online e-commerce company like big marketplace. One of your tasks may be, for example, to analyze the selling information to uncover some patterns, to understand what should this marketplace show in the homepage, like top bestsellers or whatever. So the tasks can be super different, super interesting. Yeah, and this is one more thing that you should pay attention to when you are choosing the company where you want to work, as the specific of the company and the industry identify your future tasks. Next data specialist is, of course, business analyst, because sometimes I also received some messages, would you recommend me to become data analyst or business analyst? And I understand that probably this person doesn't understand who is data analyst, who is business analyst, because these specialists are totally different specialists. You know what I mean. Okay, so business analyst is the professional who helps organization or company or startup to improve their processes, system, and performance. You as a business analyst may work with different companies members, with stakeholders, with developers, with data analysts, as you will need to understand and collect business requirements and identify areas for improvements. Business analysts may use modeling modeling techniques such as flowchart, process maps to communicate their findings and recommendations. With business analysts is the same situation as with data analysts. The tasks may vary depending on the industry and the specific organization, but typical tasks are requirement gathering and analysis. For example, you work for a company which has their own IT product, some software which is doing this or that, and the team decided to implement a new feature to their product, and you are, as a business analyst, should understand what are the key requirements, get them and analyze to understand how this feature should look on the website, how the user will interact with it, what he or she will see after doing this or that. So you as a business analyst should describe the process of this feature, their main key points, and gather the requirements and process analysis to make this feature super smooth and make it happen. Or one more typical task for business analysts is process analysis and improvement. So when you are analyzing the existing business processes to identify areas for improvements. So as you see, data analysts and business analysts are different professionals, and sometimes they are working on one task, but data analysts focus primarily on working with data and using statistical and mathematical methods to analyze the data, unlock some trends, insight and patterns. Business analysts focus on overall business processes of organization or some operational process. Another one is skill set. So data analysts should know such tools as SQL, Python, R, while business analyst has more like a diverse set of skills that includes business process modeling, project management, and of course interpersonal communication, as you are as business analyst should work and communicate with different colleagues and to know how to ask proper questions to get things done. So data analysts usually produce like dashboards, reports, data visualizations, whereas business analysts usually produce process maps, business requirements documents, and other documentation outlines changes and improvements. If you would like to become business analyst but now you're data analyst, so pay attention to such things as modeling techniques such as flowcharts, process maps. Consider taking some online courses or even workshops. I guess you will catch the idea soon. You'll be able to become great business analyst because now you know some side from data analyst position, and it will be easier for you to understand some business processes on operational processes as business analyst, and vice versa. If you're going to become data analyst but now working as business analyst, pay attention to more like technical skills. Learn Python, learn SQL to know how to play with data, how to manipulate data, and how to make a proper analysis of data. Next data professional is data engineer, and I should say like 2-3 years ago data analyst positions were on hype. This year, and I guess even the next year, data engineers will be on hype. So if you're considering now some data career, pay attention to this one. If you become data engineer, it's super easy to switch to data analyst or data scientist because you know the background of all of these things, and I will tell you why in a couple of seconds. So who is data engineer? Data engineer is a professional who designs, builds, and maintains the system and infrastructure that supports data analysis process. Data engineers are responsible for ensuring the data is stored, processed, and made available for analysis in a reliable and efficient manner. Data engineers work with a large amount of data, and they usually use such tools as Apache Hadoop, Apache Spark, or some NoSQL databases to design, build, and maintain data pipeline and data warehouse. And of course, they may also develop and implement data security and privacy measures to protect some sensitive information. So data engineers must have a strong background in computer science or software engineering, as well as experience working with data storage, processing, and analysis technologies. By the way, in addition to these skills, data engineers should know how to productively cooperate with stakeholders, data analysts, business analysts, and software engineers to ensure that data systems and processes support the need of organization. And again, the tasks of data engineers can vary depending on the industry and the specialty of your company, but still the general tasks for data engineers are data ingestion. It means designing, building, and maintaining data pipelines to ingest data from a variety of sources, including databases, APIs, and some file systems. Another one, of course, is data storage management. It means designing and implementing some data storaging solutions, including databases, warehouse, data lakes, and ensuring that data is properly stored and managed. Of course, is data processing. It's designing and implementing data processing systems. Also, data engineers may do the tasks as data integrations. It means the integration data from multiple sources to ensure that data is consistent, accurate, and accessible. As you see, data engineer scope of work, scope of tasks is different. So if you would like to become data engineer but now you are data analyst, you may do that, but what steps should you take? Of course, expand your technical skills, as data engineers must have a strong foundation in computer science as well as experience working with data storage, processing, and some analysis technologies. They work with such tools as Apache Hadoop, Apache Spark, NoSQL databases. Build your projects. This is super important thing for all data careers, data specialties. You need to make your own portfolio to present, to show your employer or potential employer what are you able to do or what did you work with. Don't forget to make the portfolio if you're going to become data analyst, data scientist, data engineer. Yes, this is crucial thing. Of course, seek out opportunities, because sometimes you are as working as data analyst, you may do some tasks within your organization to migrate from data analyst to data engineer. If you can't do this within your organization, try to find some new job where you will be able to apply these skills to become data engineer. And the last profession that I want to discuss with you is, of course, data scientist, because as you know, data scientists and data analysts are two distinct roles in the field of data and analysis. As we know, data analysts are responsible for cleaning, organizing, manipulating, and analyzing data to gain insight. Data scientists, on the other hand, are more focused on using more advanced mathematical and statistical methods to build some predictive models and algorithms. They work with large and complex data sets to extract insights that can inform business strategy. By the way, data scientists are also responsible for exploring and experimenting with some new technologies to discover new ways, I would say even innovative ways, to analyze data. Actually, becoming data science from a data analyst can be a natural progression for those with a strong interest in using data. Here are some steps that can help data analyst transition into a data scientist role. First, acquire technical skills. Data scientists should have strong understanding of mathematical and statistical methods, machine learning algorithms, and of course programming languages such as Python or R. So still, you may consider taking online courses, some workshops to improve or upgrade your existing skills. And the second one is, of course, build a portfolio. You may still work on the same project that are already in your data analyst portfolio. Just extend the instruments, the methods, and tasks. Just demonstrate your ability to get some data insights with the help of machine learning algorithms and more complex statistical methods. This is also the question that I received in the comments. Usually, should I know machine learning algorithms if I want to work as data analyst? Now you probably understand that no, if you want to work as data analyst, you shouldn't know all these machine learning algorithms. Of course, if you know them, it will be plus for you. ML algorithms are requirement for data scientists. If you're interested in data, you are beginning to work as data analysts, and after some time you start migrating to data scientist role. It's like a natural transition. So yeah guys, as you see, every profession has own requirements in terms of knowledge, in terms of tools. Just try to understand what is more interesting for you. What do you want to work with? Which task do you want to process? And that will give you the answer which profession should you choose. Still, these data careers are super popular and demanded, and as you see, it's super simple to transit from one to another, to switch among them. So don't be afraid, just dive into one profession, and if you understand that it's not what you were looking for, you still may get extra knowledge and switch to another profession. So I hope it was interesting for you. Now you understand who is data analyst, who is business analyst, what are the main tasks for data engineers, and what is the difference between data analyst and data scientist. Yeah, if you still have some questions or you want to share your experience about transition between some specialties, please share them in the comments. I think everyone is interested to read such stories, and I hope to see you soon in my next video Q&A about data analytics, data careers, IT career startups, or whatever you're interested in. In my last community post, you will find this topic where you're able to write your comment, ask your question. I'll try to answer all of them. Yeah, and I'll see you soon.